Well, hi everyone. Wanted to put together a quick video here explaining some of the fun things I've discovered about LEDs. Now, LEDs are a great thing to add to your cosplay costume to give you different lights. Problem is, a lot of people don't really understand how to do different wiring and maybe Arduino, so they have a hard time connecting LEDs, and if they get them connected, then they just sort of just light up with one color. What I've discovered is there's actually LEDs that can do some pretty neat things without any complicated wiring. All it really takes is a little battery box that I buy. It's got an on-off switch. It holds a large 3-volt battery, and I buy a bunch of 3-volt batteries and some different LEDs, and I'll show you how that works. Basically, it's really simple. Put the battery in the box, close the box. In this case, I'm just using some easy jumper wires to do a test. And let me turn the light off, and we'll turn this little guy on. And we'll watch it. And you'll see what's really neat about this LED is he automatically goes through a slow color change. This is programmed into the LED. All it does is requires 3 volts, and it'll do this magic all on its own. So if you put this in your cosplay costume, you'll get some really nice effects without really doing a lot of wiring. Let's take a look at some of the other ones too. And this little guy is one of my favorites. He runs through a whole sequence of flashing and light changing all on his own. All he requires is the 3 volts. And it just continuously cycles. And it's almost a random pattern that you'll get, which is really good because it looks like there's some kind of logic behind the pattern. Well, actually, it's just the LED doing its thing. I actually use these in groups of 3 connected to a 9-volt battery for my Ghostbusters wand. As you can see, it is about the same type of pattern. There are 2 of them in the barrel illuminating the tip, and 1 is in the top. I found by hooking them in series to a 9-volt battery, they work just fine. Because each one will draw about 3.2 volts at max, and that is not overdriving them. And I've been doing this successfully for years with these LEDs in this particular wand. So here's this one. Let's take a look at it. So here's another LED that's really fun. It glows red and blue like a police flashing lights, all on its own. Just requires the 3 volts. It's something that I use for my little grenades here. When you're wearing them, it gives that caution, look out, I'm getting ready to explode look. And they do this all on their own. All they require is a battery, a little bit of power, and you get a really nice flashing effect. And last up is just your classic red flashing LED. I like this one because you can actually use it for some alarm circuits. All it requires is power, and it'll just flash on and off without being really connected to any kind of logic board that does this kind of function, or a flasher module, or anything that's really complicated. It's just a battery and an LED, and you've got flashing red light. I'll put some links in the description to these products if you want to take a look at them. If you have any questions, please feel free to post. Thanks.